Welcome back to another episode of Are We Nerds with your favorite host, Emily, and
Emily.
so dramatic. Um, I'm just dunking my tea bag right now, but you guys know what we always do. We got a couple of anime news to discuss, and then news segment, we're gonna be discussing our thoughts on the first episodes of the anime that have previously come out. So we're gonna be giving our thoughts on episode 1 of My Hero season 6, and then episode 1 of Spy Family part 2. But Emily's gonna kick us off with some anime news.
All right, starting off with a piece of news that I am conflicted about. The Fruits Basket Prelude is streaming on Crunchyroll right now. Check it out if you want to cry. I will not watch this again because the way I cried was ridiculous. If you guys listen, I think it was our second episode we talk about our thoughts about the Fruits Basket movie. And if you know anything or if you've seen my TikTok, the way I cried over this film is absolutely ridiculous. So,
It was
I
kind
will
of
not be
funny
watching it again.
because we were at the movie theater and you can hear people around us crying, but I would say you're kind of a loud crier when you're actually really emotional about it. And Fruits Basket is an anime you're emotional about, which isn't bad because I have those too. But it's just funny because I'm sitting next to you, I'm because you're holding it in. You're like this. Because you didn't want to be loud crying and disrupting the movie for people. So when we get out, she gets in the car, she just goes, I just need to see her cry for a second. And then she bawling her eyes out. And I'm just sitting here because yes, it was sad, but if you know Fruits Basket, you knew that you know that it's not
Good time.
so it was a good movie. I highly recommend that people check it out because it is pretty good.
Oh, it's a fantastic film. I would watch it again, but I would skip all the sad parts. Literally, I would
Half of the
skip
movie.
I just want the happiness. But anyway, check that out if you have not watched it. It's a fantastic film. I really love this movie. Okay, Fairy Tail Dragon Cry is also now streaming on Crunchyroll.
For my fairy tale people.
There we go. There is a reminder that episode 1 of My Hero Academia and Spy Family is out. I asked my students today if they watched it. One person watched Spy Family and one person watched My Hero, and I was like, that's good enough for me. Anyway, episode 2 of each anime will be released tomorrow. And the first episode of Mob Psycho 100 season 3 is finally out. Go watch it if you haven't. It's not out the day we're recording this, so that made me kind of sad, but it will be out by the time this comes out.
And we're gonna have love the first episode.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now a teaser.
Teaser.
A teaser visual for Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Season 4, Core 2 is out. It is scheduled to be
Words.
It is scheduled to be released on January 5th.
That's a long title for an anime. It's like a isekai or something.
Yeah.
The anime is not an isekai, but just isekai titles are pretty long and a mouthful. So I haven't watched that. Is it good? Tell us. I don't know. In other news, this is for my Naruto fans. Naruto Sasuke's story, the Uchiha and the Heavenly Stardust light novel, is getting a manga adaptation by Kimura Shingo, and you can start reading that on October 23rd in Shonen Jump Plus. Also, there's new Naruto visuals out for the 20th anniversary, and there's they reanimated a bunch of Naruto scenes, and it looks really cool. I highly recommend checking it out. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Studio. Oh my god, I don't know how to say that French name. Studio Perot, I think that's how you say it. It's on Twitter. It's on YouTube. You can find it. It's pretty easy. But it looks super cool. And then this is a new original anime alert. This anime is called Revenger. And it's by Studio Nitro Plus and oh my lord. Huh? Shochiku. Studio Shochiku. This was announced, and there's a visual and a little mini trailer. But it looks cool. I didn't know what was happening because there wasn't any English subtitles, but it looked cool. So, and then the manga turned anime adaptation Ice Sky and His Cool Female Colleague will air in January of 2023. This is more romance stuff coming out, and I'm here for it. Looks super cute. Also something I probably should read. And then this is another reminder and an apology. I don't know why I kept saying Blue Lock was coming out the 9th. It's coming out October 8th. So that's coming out tomorrow, Saturday, October 8th. Here's a reminder that it's coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow is also the Georgia Southern versus Georgia State game. So go GSU, real GSU, as in Georgia State. Just had to throw that in there. Now the last piece of news, it's purple, so I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
So the final season of Bleach, it has been officially announced, will be streaming on Hulu and Disney Plus. I believe Hulu in the States and then Disney Plus internationally.
Yes.
And you can check it out and all other Bleach news on their official website, wearing the Bleach beanie again. We're going to talk about Bleach today. The mental breakdown I had when it was taken off Crunchyroll, I don't know what episode I'm on. Like, genuinely, I have no clue what episode number I'm on. I know I'm, like, near the 200s, but I don't know what episode number. So I'm just going to have to go through the episodes and, like, just figure out which one I'm on.
I was afraid. So if y'all don't know, like, on our TikTok, or you can follow us on TikTok at Are We Nerds Podcast. I had posted a TikTok about, this whole scenario happening where I saw that Bleach was no longer on Crunchyroll. So I was like, I gotta text Emily the news. And she was like, what the heck? And so then I posted the scenario on TikTok with like a Hamilton audio. And then like people in the comment sections were going off on each other. And I was just like, and then people were going for Mickey Mouse. I was like, it's not Mickey Mouse. It's the people that work at Disney.
when we're at Disney, so fun fact, we're going to Disney. I shouldn't say the date. Well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna be in Disney. Anyway.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a TikTok about us with the statue and being like asking Mickey in person what's going on with Bleach.
We're at Epcot, we're at Japan. We're just like, Ichigo? Where are you, Ichigo?
Where's your spiritual presence?
Anyway. People were going off at Disney and Mickey Mouse, and I was just like, damn, literally going to Disney this month.
Yeah, no,
don't come for me.
It's crazy. Also, I just want to say like a quick thank you because our TikTok randomly just like 2 videos in a row got like 23,000 likes.
Yeah, I was so proud of you. I was like, her TikTok is going off. I felt like a proud mom. I was just like, this is so great. People are like commenting about like Devil is a part-timer. Like your comment section was way nicer than what mine was. Like mine was like a trash can on fire, and yours was like a nice little like tea party.
It was great. So, and then we went from like 860 followers, and now we're almost at 1,000. We have 993, and that's from 2 TikToks blowing up.
Right. I'm just like, we're so close to having a link in our bio.
So close. So please follow us on TikTok if you don't. Right. But anyway, let's talk about our thoughts about My Hero and Spy Family just real quick. I'll go first.
They're both great.
I love them. I don't want to spoil anything. This is going to be spoiler free, so if you haven't watched it, don't worry. We're not going to spoil anything. My Hero Academia, I watched it first thing in the morning. It came out a lot earlier than I thought it was going to come out. Like, yeah. I was watching it when I was eating breakfast, and I was like, interesting. But it was really good. Yeah, those are my thoughts about My Hero. Spy Family, oh my gosh. They're just 2 animes that are in my top 10 coming out the same day on days where like I really need the serotonin boost. It's just like, oh my gosh. Since we're going to the game on Saturday, I'll just spend the night and we can watch Spy Family and My Hero. And Blue Lock!
Oh my lord, yeah. Crazy.
Anyway.
Totally forgot Blue Lock.
But yeah. But yes. Sorry, Chinny. I know that's a shit show to edit. Sorry. But the 2 episodes were just really good. They were really good starts to a season. I felt like they were both very solid starts to the stories for this season and the core in Spy Family's case. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed them. I laughed a lot for Spy Family. I did not laugh a lot for My Hero. I was actually really like getting really upset because I know things that are going to happen and I know situations that are arising because of the manga. And so I was like yelling at my screen at points because I was like, I was so emo about it. And then like Ian kept making fun of me the whole day because I said I was emo about it. So he was like, "You're so emo." And I was like, "I am. This is sad."
If you knew. If only you knew.
Yes, but fantastic. Great start to the season. Emily.
My thoughts on My Hero. Okay, so I was just like, damn, the opening, 80% of the world. And that's just, which I don't mind. I don't hate that they do that. Well, I thought I saw something where they said they weren't going to do that, but I don't care. Anyways, I loved it. The first half was a little slow, obviously, just because like this is what you need for it to be cranking up, and it is. If you watch the second half of that episode, you know what I mean. It's starting to crank up. It was really good. All I can say, Mirako is such a badass. I love her. She's probably one of my favorite heroes in the whole story. And then the opening was really good.
Yeah.
And I really liked the comic style, like animation that they had for it, because that, like, I feel like it really goes with the creator's roots of, like, you know, Marvel comics and all that type of stuff, and like just that world. I really loved that about it. And then just watching the opening scene, I was just not the opening scene, but like the opening song and like all that stuff. I was just like, I'm so emo because I know what's gonna happen. And so it was just really good. I'm so excited for the second episode because like it's starting to, you know, go up but go downhill at the same time. And then, you know, nothing can go wrong with Spy Family. Nothing can go wrong with Spy Family. The opening song and the ending song are so good. I was trying to look for the ending song on Spotify, but I don't think it's up yet. But I was jamming out. And then nothing can go wrong with Anya, Lloyd. Lloyd was funny. Just the way she reacts to stuff. Like her way of thinking is so unrealistic when it comes to scenarios. She's so like catastrophic thinker. And I love that about her.
Relate to her a lot.
I'm so excited. My dad, he enjoyed the episode. My mom did. We were giggling. We were laughing. So I'm excited for the second episode. And then we'll all be watching it together. So it's going to be great. I had to keep reminding Dana. I was like, all right, it's out today. Because I was just like, you know, if you don't watch these episodes like today, it's just going to keep adding up. So it's better to watch it like when it's coming out like every week than having to binge it. Because I know you're not going to binge it. Because you got a big girl job now. So I was like on her ass. I was like, watch it. And then we can talk about it. So yeah, check them out if you haven't. Or if you haven't even checked out these anime, get to it.
We have a whole episode
you?
last week talking about why you should watch these animes. So go check out that episode where we talked about why you should watch those animes. And on that note, this week's episode is also why you should watch these animes. And we're going to be talking about two really cool, very different from last week's animes. Not very different. Well, a little. Yeah. Well, no, they're both shonen. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Technically, Chainsaw Man is shonen.
Yeah. Yes. It's released in Shonen Jump.
Exactly.
So. But it's very... If I were to give it a rating, it would definitely be rated R.
No, for sure.
Chainsaw is definitely rated R.
For sure.
Bleach PG-13.
For sure. But anyway, they're still shonen. So even then is... Do you guys like my Vernon photo card? Anyway, that was a random side note. Okay. So
mine's Han.
So we're gonna start with Bleach, and the person who's doing Bleach is the person with a Bleach hat on. And I did these notes while my class had to go through mandatory academic advisement. And I think these notes are pretty funny. And Emily has not seen them.
She told me not to look at it. So I have no idea what it says. Can I scroll? Am I allowed to scroll now?
No, not yet. Just blind react. Just blind react to what I'm going to say. Well, the first thing is the description of it. This is straight from Google. I'm really bad with giving like really short descriptions, so I just get them. from the G site, as we call it. Ichigo Kurosaki, or Kurosaki Ichigo, never asked for the ability to see ghosts. He was born with the gift. When his family is attacked by a hollow, a malevolent soul, lost soul, Ichigo becomes a soul reaper, dedicating his life to protecting the innocent and helping the tortured spirits themselves find peace. And then I wrote straight from Google. So that's the description. It's a really good, just basic description of what Bleach is. So now let's get into the main characters. We have Ichigo, the main protagonist of the story, Soul Reaper with orange hair. He's super rad. That's what I have for Ichigo. Then we have Rukia, Soul Reaper that befriends Ichigo after she loses her Soul Reaper abilities. Now we have Orihime, my favorite character. I love her so much. I don't know how to describe her power, but she is the sweetest person in the world, and I strive to be like her. Okay. Next we have Chad, my fellow Mexican. Super strong, tough guy who is actually like a teddy bear. We love Chad. Hello. And then we have Ishida, the last Quincy. And I put in quotation marks, supposedly. I got something spoiled for me, so I don't even know anymore. Now, why you should be watching Bleach 1000-Year Blood War arc and season details. Honestly, I know why I'm doing the Bleach segment, but like I don't know why I'm doing the Bleach segment. Because I haven't caught up yet. I'm having a whole crisis about it right now because of the streaming thing. But you should watch it because it's part of the big three for a reason. I love the characters, the development of each character, the fight scenes are so cool, and seeing the animation evolve is really great. And again, you should watch it because I said you should watch it. So, there's that. It starts October 10th, so next Monday. So the studio is Studio Pierrot?
Piero?
Something like that. It's supposedly going to be in 4 cores. That was just a rumor, though, so we don't know if that's for sure. And it will be available on Hulu. So, yeah, as you can see, I had great descriptions for why you should watch Bleach. It's hard because I haven't caught up on it, and I also don't want to spoil anything. But, excuse me. But I think you should watch it because I just think you should watch it. I think you're missing out if you're not watching it.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I started watching Bleach is because I had finished Naruto, and I had like a hole in my shonen heart, and I was like, I need something to fulfill me because I felt so empty after finishing Naruto. And so I was like, well, I'm going to pick up Bleach because from watching 720 episodes of Naruto to like however many 300 something of Bleach, I was like, that's not a lot. And so I started watching Bleach, and I was just like, yeah, I was like, fuck with Ichigo. Ichigo is just kind of like a badass character. So he kind of just does what he wants. Not at the same like level, I think, of like Luffy, because Luffy's just crazy. But like Ichigo, like he's like 50-50. Like he's doing his own thing. But then also like if his friends are in trouble or he sees like, Soul Society, whatnot, like they're going through it, like obviously he's connected to them, so he's gonna have to like step in and like do stuff. But like there's like one scene of him, kind of spoiler, but like this is him in high school. Someone's like bullying people, and he's like just walks up to them, and he's just like straight up calls 911 or whatever the emergency line is in Japan. And he's like, "Can you bring like 8 ambulances to this location?" And they're like, "Why?" He's like, basically he's about to beat up these 8 people. And he did. Like he's that type of person. So I just love everything about him. Chad, Orihime, she's just wonderful, a wonderful being, like a ray of sun. And then also the villains in Bleach are like really cool.
Is my favorite villain of all time, and that's like including like when I say of all time, I mean he's my favorite villain of all time.
Aizen, he's hot,
and he's hot.
Yeah, that's the downside.
It's like it's so fucking suck. It just sucks so much because he's just so charming in like the worst way possible. But he's so hot, and like he has that one curl that just like sweeps to his face, and it just pisses me off. Like I just want to take a pair of scissors and cut that fucking curl off because it makes me so mad. Ugh.
He
But
was
yes,
just
Iron
he
is a
was
great
just
villain.
scary as a villain because he's a very intellectual person, and so he
Yeah.
knew how to like wrap people around his finger. Like he knew what he was doing. And the fact that he's been planning stuff, like he's a villain that planned stuff for so long, that's what was crazy. And then like even with the final arc that's about to be coming out, I'm telling y'all, like these villains, it's about y'all are about to go ham. Like it's gonna be so good, and you're probably the thing is that you're probably gonna find a villain or like the opposing group. You're gonna find an individual, and you're gonna be like, damn, it's like little mini Eisens everywhere. Where you're like, you're so fucking hot, but you're a villain.
I just realized we low-key kind of spoiled it because Aizen is not revealed to be the villain until like a while into Soul Society arc, but that's fine.
I mean, he was good looking. How could you not expect it?
I mean, yeah.
When I watched it, I actually called it pretty quickly. I was just like, he's
Really?
yeah. I was like, he's very suspicious, and he's pretty. So I was just like,
But
I
see,
did.
before, like, Aizen, before it was revealed he was the villain, like, he was good looking. He was attractive, right? But, like, a soft kind of attractive. And then he became a bad guy and he just became fucking hot
And evil. He
and
was
horrible.
he
He's
was just
horrible.
suspicious to me since like the beginning, and I was just like something's not right with him. That's just what I felt. And then when it revealed that he was, I was just like, I knew, I knew it. So yeah, but Bleach is really good. Out of the big three, Bleach is my second favorite. One Piece being number one, Naruto being number three. Just because I felt like Bleach to me, um, was just more of an interesting story with everyone and like how characters were pretty like they cared about each other, but they also were like pretty individual with themselves and like carried on their own way. And then I will say the one downside to the Bleach anime was the amount of filler. And I don't mind filler, right?
Hmm.
But like it was just so much. And a lot of people say that they don't like Bleach because of the filler. But and some of the filler episodes are good. I didn't watch
Hmm.
filler the first watch through, but when Dana was watching it, I watched some with her and like I didn't mind some of them. But some of them were just so like I don't care for
Dumb.
this. So I was just like Ichigo's like fighting for his life. And then they're like, let's do an episode that's like I don't care about. And I was like, damn, what the heck? And so if you're not one for watching filler and you read manga, I would suggest reading Bleach. But if you're gonna watch anything of Bleach, either watch it and just skip all the filler, or if you just don't want to watch Bleach at all, I would still recommend watching Bleach like Thousand Year Blood War arc. Just cause I mean it's not out yet, but like it's about to go crazy. So I think y'all should definitely get into it. And it's definitely just cool to say like I've watched all the big three, or like I've watched two out of the big three. That type of stuff. I feel cool saying I've watched all of them. So there's that. You're getting there. Have y'all watched Bleach?
I'm
What do
in
y'all
grad
like?
school.
Yeah. I feel like the reason why we only really have time to watch all this stuff right now is because they're like coming out weekly.
Yeah.
Do I have time to binge stuff? Not really.
It's uh, it makes me sad how bad like I can't binge anymore because I used to be able to binge all I want and now like I literally can't binge because I literally just don't have the time to binge. So it makes me sad. But let's move on from Bleach. I love Bleach. Watch it when it comes out. Watch it before it comes out. It's on Hulu. I have ad supported Hulu,
Wait,
so we're gonna get through it together.
when it says that it's coming out on Disney Plus like internationally, does that mean that we don't have the rights to it in the US?
Hmm. But remember, Disney owns Hulu.
Yeah, but I have Hulu with ads.
Yeah, I have Hulu with ads too.
This is so jank. This is like,
I was literally going through the Hulu subscription and was about to pay for it without ads, but like for the Disney Plus bundle with like Hulu without ads, it's $20 a month, and I'm not paying $20 a month. So I was like, I will stick with my how much I'm paying right now versus $20. I was like, I will deal with the ads.
it might have to be a pirate's life for me. I don't know if I can deal with that, especially if, ooh, I don't
Like
know.
the ads are like 30 seconds.
30 seconds that I don't need to watch.
But you're gonna be supporting the original creators.
Supporting capitalism, Mickey. I just
Disney,
like,
we were already supporting
well, if they're
capitalism.
gonna,
I know I'm not a capitalist, but
I know
like,
that Disney owns Hulu, but you can put it on Disney Plus too here in the US.
what?
Because you
I don't
don't
know.
get ads on Disney. That that doesn't make any sense to me. But I don't know. They're getting their money. That's all I know.
All I know
They're
is
getting my money.
Hulu is the only place that has all of Inuyasha, so I will continue to subscribe to Hulu for that simple reason.
I kind of just feel bad for the other people that like won't be able to like afford watching it.
I agree.
So that's just like one thing I feel bad about, especially if you didn't want to watch it with ads and then you have to pay $20 a month. That's kind of ridiculous. I feel like I know it's like a bundle of things, but like $20 a month is still kind of like a lot in today's economy. Nah. Anyways, Chainsaw Man will be on Crunchyroll, so we're getting into Chainsaw Man. So here's the description. As you can, well, first, here's Pochita. I have to put the washi tape right there because Pochita won't stand up straight. So, anyways, if y'all don't know what Chainsaw Man is about, it's about Denji. He's a poor young man. He'll do anything for money. And when I say anything, I mean he'll do anything, and you'll see. But he even hunting down devils with his pet devil dog, Pochita. He's a simple man with simple dreams, drowning under a mountain of debt. But his sad life gets turned upside down when he's betrayed by someone he trusts. Now, with the power of a devil inside him, Denji's become a whole new man. Chainsaw Man. The title's very, like, self-descriptive. So, yeah, he's a chainsaw man. You don't know how yet, how he becomes said chainsaw man. You just know that someone betrays his trust. Now he's a chainsaw man. But so when I was picking who to talk about for main characters, I just picked like the four main people that you're gonna be seeing a lot, and then like that type of stuff. So obviously you got Denji. He's the main protagonist of the story. He's a teenager. He's like 16 years old, and he inherits his father's debt at a young age and is forced to pay back to the Yakuza group that his father had borrowed the money from. And then Denji becomes a devil hunter to clear his debt. But then some crazy shit happens to him, and then now he's a chainsaw man. And then, so that means he's half man and half devil. And then he meets this important person, Makima. And then he becomes a public safety devil hunter. So you might have been like, but he was already a devil hunter. Like, why does he need to do that? People hunt devils in this world, but like the official government facility like group is the public safety devil hunters. So he just ends up working
Mhm.
there. And then you have Aki. He is a public safety devil hunter that works under Makima, under her special squad, and is assigned to work with Denji. So he has several devil contracts, meaning they can use the power of said devils. And he does not like Denji at first. He finds him very bothersome, weak, and annoying. And so he's not very fond of him. But Aki's a pretty strong character. I think a lot of people are gonna like him. He's very stoic. But although he acts strong, he's very like kind-hearted and he cares about people and he doesn't want to see anyone
Mhm.
hurt. So I think all the gals and the lads are gonna like Aki. I already do. Especially if you've seen the trailers and stuff and you've just seen him, you're just like, ah, Aki. But you know who's probably going to be one of the main stars? It's going to be Power.
She should be.
People love Power. Fun fact, I decided I was going to be Power for Anime Weekend for one of the days, so I'm ready. But she is a blood fiend, and a fiend is a devil man. So it's a devil that has taken over a corpse. So that's what she is. And she's also a public safety devil hunter that works under Makima. And she's working in a group with Denji and Aki. She's very childish, cares only about herself, and does whatever she wants. She doesn't have any loyalties with anyone. It's literally her against the world. And she only cares about herself at the end of the day. And she's crazy. In a good way. She's gonna do some stuff that you're probably gonna be like, what the hell? What the heck is she doing? But you're at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, that's just Power. That's just what she does. We're like, oh, that's so cute, you know? And then you got Makima. She's a high-ranking public safety devil hunter that takes in Denji and Power. She appears like a nice, gentle, and social person, but is that really who she is? I don't know.
To cosplay her.
What are Makima's true? She's
I know.
Ugh. But what are her true goals? She's so mysterious. So just observe her throughout the season and these characters and just come up with your own theories about how stuff's gonna go. I'm curious to see, like, for anime watchers only, what people are gonna be saying. Because, I mean, the part 1 of the manga, so volume 1 through 11, has been done for a bit. So, like, people have read it. I've read it. So obviously I know what's gonna happen. But I'm so excited to see it animated. Like, really excited. So I think everyone's gonna have a good time watching it. And then, obviously, this is a special character. Pochita. Very cute little devil dog. Pochita supremacy. We love. I don't think he has a gender.
You just literally said a he. You just labeled them with a gender. How dare you?
I'm sorry. Pochita? I'm sorry. Anyways, super cute. Look. I advise, if y'all want to be happy, buy a Pochita plushie. Pochita will just be chilling in my room. I just look at it when I walk in. I'm like, aw. And then I just go ahead with my day. I'm just like, Pochita. But here's my reasoning on why I think people should watch Chainsaw Man. So, and it's pretty long, because when I was writing this, I was just like, why should people watch Chainsaw Man? And honestly, I enjoy it, but it feels weird to me to say that I like Chainsaw Man, like the story, because Chainsaw Man to me as a series, it has a main character that I don't believe you're meant to like. I don't think you're meant to like Denji because, yes, he helps people throughout the series, but I think when people start watching Chainsaw Man or read it, however you enjoy the content of Chainsaw Man, I think people will see what I mean when I say that you're not really like meant to like him or that he's not really a good person. So, I mean, Chainsaw Man itself is a very interesting story, and all the characters are unique and deal with their own shit and emotions. You're going to be seeing a lot of that. And then they all don't have happy lives because the world they live in is not like normal. It's like the modern world, but you have like devils going around and like killing people left and right. So it's like a pretty dangerous thing. So people have become accustomed to, I could die any minute, but I have to keep living. So yeah, they're constantly afraid of being killed by devils, but everyone's adapted to that. And you're going to be watching some gory scenes. So be mindful of that if that's just not your scene or you're just trying to force yourself through it. Just know you're probably going to be seeing some body parts inside and out. And then you're going to see some characters pull some shitty moves and you're going to get lots of action. And I don't know, I feel like some people might get traumatized watching this. But I would say that it's good that Chainsaw Man is releasing during spooky time, during spooky season, so that's fun. perfect anime for like people that like gory thriller stuff. So, anyways, Chainsaw Man. This starts October 11th. Studios Mappa. 12 episodes with 12 different ending songs. And I have no idea how much they're animating in said 12 episodes because there are 11 volumes. I don't know if they can fit all of that into 12 episodes. They could. I don't know. So, if y'all know if they are, let us know. I'm very curious. And then they also said that they're not censoring anything. So for my manga readers that are going to be watching it, I bet we're happy. I'm happy because I feel like it would have been weird if they did. Because then I'm like, you're just taking away from Chainsaw Man. It's meant to be. It's meant to be nasty and traumatizing. So that's just how the world is. Yeah. I'm curious to see how you're going to react to Chainsaw Man just because it is kind of like nasty.
Gory doesn't bother me.
Doesn't?
No, what bothers me are like real life situations where like animated things killing animated things is whatever. And like body parts flying everywhere, I'm like it's whatever cuz they're not real. And it's like yeah.
But even reading it like myself, I was like, ew, what the fuck?
Oh, I'd be like ew, and I probably will look away a couple times, but I don't think it's not stopping me from watching it.
Right.
Cuz if I can watch I don't know. People said that Attack on Titan was going to be too much for me, and it was perfectly fine. So,
I never thought, speaking about that, like, I never thought Attack on Titan was, like, super gory. I mean, yes, it's kind of gross seeing people being eaten alive, and then, like, kind of hearing people get, like, chomped on,
yeah, that's
but
gross. Bones
I
here,
was never
bones.
like,
Out.
ah, oh my god, like, that's so nasty. Like, it's literally, like, a show where people live in this world where they are being hunted and eaten by titans. So I was like, yeah, they're gonna get eaten. Like, I know that.
No, I was just like, oh, that's gross. I'm like, mm.
That's nasty.
And I think that's the same way I'll react with Shane. It really, like, gory doesn't bother me. What bothers me are real life situations that are, like, explicitly, like, anything with serial killers, anything about, like, bad murders, anything like that that can happen in real life. That shit scares me. But
Everything she just said, I love watching shit like that. Like, I'm watching true crime.
I
I
hate
love
it.
everything about it. Like, if she was with me, I've been watching Cold Case Files, and they were talking about like this murder case, and I was just like, damn, that sucks because this girl was stabbed like 38 times, and Emily would have been like, turn that TV off if she was here. But me and my mom were just like, oh my god, like that's
Here's the
crazy.
thing though, is it's so interesting to me because I like the psychological aspect to me is so just like fascinating, but like I can't watch it. Like it's too much for me.
I love it. Sucks that it happened to people, but I like to see how killers think or like why they did it.
Anyway, Chinny, you can cut all of this out.
Nah, keep it killers, murder,
No, please
violence,
don't.
Mickey Mouse. The violence that people were opposing on Mickey Mouse, that's what was scary. I was just like,
It's just a mouse.
I was just a mouse.
It's not his
Mickey
fault.
Mouse.
Not his fault. Corporations are scary. Corporations are what's scary.
Capitalism.
Is what's scary.
Literally, no, speaking about capitalism and Chainsaw Man, that's literally the only reason that like people are still functioning. Because they need money to live. But like if they're out about in public, they could be killed by a devil in like any second. But they have to keep living their lives to fund themselves. By funding themselves, they're spending money. By spending money, they're funding their government and society. And then capitalism. And it's all Ronald Reagan's fault. Hmm.
Can you tell we're
Anyways,
social science kids?
yeah. Anyways, Yeah, I think you should watch Chainsaw Man. It's very interesting. It's like pretty like hardcore. I think people are gonna really like it, especially with the studio being Mappa, whatever you want to call it. And I think everyone's gonna pick a character that they probably really like, or you might not like anyone, like I was saying. But it's something different. It's not like way out there, but it's just something different to like the other shonens that we have been watching or reading, I would say. So check it out. Bleach comes out the 10th, so Monday, and then Chainsaw Man comes out Tuesday, the 11th. So it's like a back to back,
Bam,
you
bam,
know,
bam.
bam, 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 you know? And so don't forget Mob Psycho first episode is out. My Hero season 6 episode 2 and Spy Family part 2 episode 2 will be coming out tomorrow. And like always, like and subscribe. Thank you for all the love we've been getting recently. It's pretty crazy. Um, someone
Yeah,
drew us because they saw our podcast and they joined our Discord and then shared it. And I was just like,
so nice. It
someone
made my
drew us.
day.
Like,
I
that's just
showed
so
my
crazy.
mom.
I I sent it to my family group chat. I was just like, look, someone drew us. Like, this is so crazy. And so I really
Yeah.
love that. That means join our Discord so you can see it. And then, what else? What else do we have? Okay, like and subscribe
Almost
to our YouTube.
100. We're 19 away.
Yeah, we're almost to 100 subscribers. That's
Yeah.
kind of crazy. I feel like this has been growing so fast. We're almost to 1,000 on TikTok. That's really crazy
Yeah.
to me. Um, so close to having a link. Come on, y'all.
Get the link on there. Get a link
Join
on
the
there for
club.
us.
Give us a link, like, please. And then, obviously, if you prefer listening to podcasts on different platforms, you can find us on Spotify at Are We Nerds, and you can watch all of our what episode number is this? You can watch our 15 other episodes that we have released, and this one as well on Spotify. And you can like that for 5
And what are
stars.
we doing next week?
We will
What
accept
are we
only
doing
5
next
stars.
week, Emily? I'm asking because I don't remember.
I think we're done.
Well, what are we doing next week?
Oh, next episode, we're gonna be talking about anime movies that we should have probably watched already, that we just haven't yet. So stay tuned to see what anime episode, what? Not anime episodes, what anime movies we haven't seen yet that have been out for a long time or have become so popular.
I
Stay
need to
tuned.
watch movies.
Yeah. Trying to enjoy content. I feel like binging wise, it's kind of difficult for us right now, but I feel like we can sit down and like watch
We
a
watched
movie.
Whisper of the Heart the other day. I had access to HBO Max.
Feel something.
What?
I was like, to feel
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I was gonna watch Kiki's Delivery Service, but I was like, I feel like I watch this too much. Maybe it'll take the joy out of me if I keep watching it this much. I don't think that'll happen, but I was scared. So I watched Whisper of the Heart instead, which is my second favorite Ghibli movie. And it made me so happy.
I want to get my mom to watch The Cat Returns. I feel like she would really like that. And my dad too. I kind of want to watch it dubbed. Just to see what it sounds like dubbed. Also, I feel like my parents don't like reading subtitles really.
Anyway, that was today's episode. We will see everyone next week. Bye.
Yes. Bye. Look at Pochita. Pochita says, have a great day. Have a good day. Stay hydrated. We love you. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Pochita supremacy.